Are you in Google Hangouts?
No, I'm not.
Hey everyone, Val here. And I am live. So I'm going to hang on a minute till I can get into my YouTube channel. Here I am. And that way I can get into my comments and see if anybody's there. There we go. All right. If you come in, let me know you're here. I don't see anything indicating any viewers. Where did my views go? Oh, there you go. I see it now. Hey everyone, if you're here, just make a comment in the comment section so I know that you're here. I wanted to do, I am in my hotel room. I'm on my way back to Virginia and went to visit my family for Thanksgiving and had a wonderful time up there. And we did Black Friday. While we were up there, we did the Black Friday charity event drive for my church. It started out last year between Gail Crabtree and Pet Monster, and they asked me if I'd be interested in doing a Black Friday live stream with them. And they wanted it to go to a charity of my choice. And I have a lot of charities that I support, and I couldn't pick a charity, so I picked my church because most of the missions that I do go through my church anyway. So I picked my church as the recipients. Last year's live stream raised a little over $300. It was awesome, and I appreciated the help everybody gave me, and it was an awesome, wonderful time, and I felt the love of our community, and I'm really appreciative and that anybody will want to do this for us, for the church. And I know Steve did too, and the church did. So Pet Monster approached me again this year and asked me if I wanted to do it again this year. And I said yes, and he said he had some surprises in store. So this is live stream wrap up everything that happened on Black Friday in case you didn't get to catch any of the live streams, or maybe you got to catch a few. Thank you for watching and supporting the channels that supported this. But anyway, I wanted to do some shout outs. I wanted to do some shout outs for the people that participated in the live streams and for the people who donated. And there were some prizes involved. So Tuesday evening, after I get off work and Steve gets off work, we're going to be drawing for the prizes. So that'll give you a couple more days if you want to make a donation. The GoFundMe link is up there. If you're interested, that's fine. But I wanted to go ahead and give some shout outs to people who helped with this live stream. So if you're in the chat, please let me know you're there so I can say hi to you. And if you were somebody involved, I'll give you a personal thank you. I know I said a lot of thank yous on Black Friday, but I want to do some shout outs for people who may not have been able to catch all of the streams. So I'm going to start with Gail Crabtree. And Gail Crabtree was the first channel that went up on Black Friday. She started her live stream at 8 a.m. and went from 8 to 9. And she raised $25 for the charity from her live stream. So thank you, Gail. I know you were one of the original starters, and it probably was your idea, I think, from the very start to do this. So I wanted to give you a very big thank you. I know Steve R. is in the house, and that's Steve Reese, and he's home in Virginia while I'm here in Pennsylvania, but I'll be home tomorrow. So it's only a day away. So I know you're here, and I thank you for watching. Pat P is in the house. She's my sister who supported the live stream all day long. A big thank you to Pat and to Steve and to my family who put up with me being online all day long while we played cards and had a little fun. But it was a whole lot of fun, and I do want to thank my family for being part of it. So thank you guys so much. Anybody else in the live stream, feel free to say hi so I know you're here. I was a second streamer. My stream was from 9 a.m. once Gail Crabtree's stream was over, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The house is a wreck from the wild party. Well, I hope you at least saved me something, maybe something to eat besides turkey. We did have some wonderful turkey, but I'm turkeyed out. I raised $40 during my live chat, my live stream, and then the day before I had raised an additional $20. So my total from the live stream was, I believe, $60. I'll put myself around that range. And we did have a friendly little competition going on here. Now, the 3 channels that could raise the most money are winning a certificate from Pet Monster. Pet Monster sending me stuff in the mail. So I'll tell you who the top channels were when I get done going through the channels and thanking everybody, giving everybody the shout outs. The 3rd channel that participated was Cherish. And Cherish raised $11. Cherish did not do a live stream, but she did a premiere, which was totally awesome. She sang some Christmas songs and put together some wonderful video, and it was amazing. And I thank Cherish for her time that she took to put everything together. I truly enjoyed watching it, and everybody chatted in the chat beside it as it was playing, and she did an amazing job. So thank you, Cherish, for doing that. Like I said, if you are listening, just give me a shout in the chat so I know you're here, okay? Our next channel up, I believe, and I'm trying to get these in order. Let's see. Our next channel up was AOK Forging and Adventures. And Tack did the video herself because Brenda was out of town. Tack had a lot of surprises in store. I so love watching Tack's live streams, and she outdid herself on this one. What she was doing is Brenda makes wooden spoons. She carves them by hand, and Tack, for every $10 donation that was given. Oh, thank you. Hi, Cherish. I was just thanking you for your participation in the live streaming and saying how awesome that your premiere was. You did an amazing job, and I really wanted to thank you for your participation. And if this is done next year, this has become an annual event, I think. But if it is done next year, I would love to have you do another premiere or live stream if you want to, because you did an amazing job, and I wanted to give you a big thank you for that. AOK Forging and Adventures, like I was saying, they were giving away a wooden spoon, a handcrafted wooden spoon for a $10 donation, and they were giving away one of their AOK Forging and Adventures t-shirts for a $20 donation. They were having a lot of fun with it, and they were getting a lot of donations, and I think they ended up giving away like 5 or 6 carved spoons. And they did come in on 5 o'clock and a 6 o'clock to do another live stream, and ended up, I think on the first live stream they had raised a little over $100, and on the second live stream they had Bearded CB82 and Kyle Lusk came in, and we're also giving away some other items, and they just kind of blew it out of the water. And I thank both of them, Bearded CB82, Tack and Brenda. I thank Kyle Lusk because they've donated some of the items for the giveaway. And this channel, AOK Forging and Adventures, raised $280 for this charity, and they did an amazing job. And I want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank them because they were the channel to raise funds. And I see Creative Redundancy is in the house, and I want to thank him. He also did a live stream. I'm going to come up to his. I'm kind of going in order of the people that streamed, but thank you again for your awesome live stream that you did, Creative Redundancy, and Cherish, because you're in the streams here. The next channel up was Fariana Vincent, and she is my daughter. and she asked if she could do it. She used to have a YouTube channel and she closed it down, and then just recently she reopened another channel. So she didn't have that many viewers, she didn't have that many subscribers, so she didn't have a lot of support in her views. But hopefully her channel will grow, and next year she'll be able to get some more viewers in on her channel if we do this again next year, because she did an amazing job with the live stream. She promoted it very nicely, and focused on the subject, and did a really nice job with her live stream. She did raise $55 with donations. She was giving away little holiday mugs, decorative holiday mugs, for anybody that made a donation on her channel. She did a super job. I agree, Chair. She really did. She kept it focused on the subject, and she promoted it very nicely. So I'm proud of my daughter for that. The next channel up was Keeping It Real, and those are friends of mine that I met on YouTube. They're YouTube friends, and we have done meetups a couple of times. Chris and Leah down in North Carolina, and that was the first live stream they ever did. Oh, thank you, Creative Redundancy. I'm just overwhelmed with all the support from people like yourself that I don't even know. I've never met you. I've never even been on your channel before, but you picked up the live stream from somebody else's channel, and you asked if you could participate, and you ran with it, and you did an amazing job. And for somebody to do that for a YouTuber like me that you've never met before, I don't think we've ever had any interaction before. I appreciate that you jumped in and helped out and did this, and I definitely will be supporting your channel. And hopefully we can work on some projects in the future together too. So it's amazing that you did that. You weren't even on the lineup, and you jumped in to be on the lineup, and I so appreciate that. Keeping It Real, Chris and Leah, it was their very first live stream ever. She did a really nice job with it. I really appreciated her doing that. She didn't get any donations off her channel. Her channel is rather small, but that's okay. She participated, and it was a lot of help, and she did get some people in because we were kind of following each other around. So a lot of the people that came into the streams were people who'd already donated. So it was fine that she didn't get donations. She did an amazing job promoting it. And hi, George, Chef Drew. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just going through a lot of thank yous here. So Keeping It Real, although she didn't get any donations off her channel or their channel, she did make a donation. So I do want to thank her for participating, and for her donation and for her time. Thank you so much. Next in the lineup was Granny Monster. Granny Monster I have known for a while now, 3 years now probably. She was a big part of the last year and this year. She's awesome. Granny Monster, she's an amazing lady. She did my intro. If you watch my videos, she put together an intro for me. She just sent me a new intro for Christmas, so that one will be coming out probably in the next couple of days. I'm going to play that through the month of December. She did an amazing job on that too. So just want you to know, I don't make those intros. I'm not that creative. I don't have any software or knowledge to do that. Those intros are made by Granny Monster, and she's amazing. And she gave away intros on her channel. If anybody gave a donation on her channel while she was live streaming, I think it was a $20 donation they had to give her. And she did a intro for them for their YouTube channel, an intro or an outro, whatever they wanted. So she raised $75. Amazing. Thank you so much, Granny Monster. Yeah, don't you love Granny Monster? She's the best. She really is the best. She actually, when I was learning to live stream, she did a live stream with me. And she also did that with Connect the Dots. She was helping him to learn to live stream. So she has a lot of knowledge on computers. She's an amazing lady. And I want to really thank her for everything she does to help me out, to help my channel out, and to help out the charity. So thank you. And like I said, if you are in here, and I think most everybody in here is already donated, but I'm going to keep throwing up the link. And if anybody wants to make a donation, we are going to draw for the prizes on Tuesday night. So you have up until Tuesday afternoon to donate. And then I'm going to take everybody that's donated. And I mean, you can donate after that, but you won't be in the drawing for the prizes. So I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. But I wanted to throw that up there. We did get another $20 donation today. It actually just came through when I was coming in the parking lot of the hotel. It came up on my phone that there was another $20 donation. So, and that's what this is about. This is about, the children, feeding children, and helping people that are facing homelessness. I just have a big heart for the children. I just want to make sure every child has a meal and every child has a Christmas. And to me, that's important. And, the adults can kind of fend for themselves sometimes, but the elderly and the children, to me, that's where my heart goes. Thank you, Drew. That's awesome for you to do that. Thank you so much. The next channel up was Connect the Dots. And like I said, Connect the Dots, it was his first time ever live stream. And he did an amazing job. And I appreciate his support when he jumped in again and asked. I don't know him and he didn't know me, but he asked if he could do a live stream on. I told him he could do that. I don't think he had much time to get people viewing. He wasn't able to put it out like he wanted to put it out. But and he didn't know if he would be able to live stream. He didn't know if he'd be able to put it together. Oh, awesome, Charity. Thank you so much. I'd love to do that too. I think I'm going to do that too. I went last night. I had a little bit of time last night after all of my family had left, and I was sitting with my sister and watched a couple of the streams over again. And I'd like to go back and watch them all over again. So I'm probably going to create a playlist too. I think that's an awesome idea. But with Connect the Dots, again, he was a first-time live streamer. He did an amazing job. And if he wants to do it again next year, he's welcome to do it again next year, because I appreciate that he, stayed focused on the subject and did a nice job with his. Thank you, Connect the Dots, for stepping up and doing a live stream for me and for Pet Monster and Granny Monster and the charity. Most of all, the charity. When you did, I wasn't familiar with you. I didn't know who you were, and I never watched your channel, but I will be channel and giving you some view time and getting to know a little bit more about you. Because I don't consider everybody just channels. I consider you guys friends. I want to get to know you, and I want to stay connected with you. So, when you do, I know that you have big hearts, and people who have big hearts, I'm drawn to people like that. So I had Chris Cook. I know my daughter did a couple people did more than one. Chris Cook he did a live stream. He did an awesome job, and he was at 9 p.m. and I did not know him either, and he came off Pet Monster's channel. He volunteered on Pet Monster's channel. Granny Monster in the house. Hey, Granny, you want to come on board? Steve can come on board if he wants to. I'm wanted to say thank you to everybody. And this basically what this is a big thank you to everybody. So if there's anybody out there that wants to jump in the chat with me, there's the link. Hang out with me. But yeah, I got a lot of people in here that were in our chats on Black Friday who were in our chats and who participated in the chat. Oh, and I see Ang Kensana. I don't know how to say your name. Hi, Ang. How are you? And Granny, I was just telling them, we just now got another $20 donation. And that was parking lot to the hotel. Somebody, it came on my phone that somebody donated another $20. So I'm throwing up the link to the GoFundMe. If anybody in the chat has not donated and wants to, the drawing will be Tuesday night for the prizes that Pet Monster sent us. Welcome to donate now if you want to donate to get into the prize drawing. It's $5 for one entry, $10 for two entries, and up in $5 increments you get that many entries. So I totally appreciate it. If you want to donate, I'll give you a total in a minute where we're sitting, but we're doing an awesome job this year. We just blew it out of the water. It was amazing. So anybody wanting to jump in the chat with me is welcome. Chris Cook, I did not know Chris Cook. He stepped up and volunteered to do a live stream. He did an amazing job, and I thank him. Again, he didn't raise any funds, but that's okay. He volunteered, he stepped up, he promoted it on his job, promoting it, and I wanted to thank Chris. Okay, then we had Pet Monster, Monster Chick came on. I was cracked up the whole time we were in that chat with them. It was funny. I think it was a good time. I love Pet Monster, Monster Chick. I've gotten to know them pretty well through the last couple of years through, emails and chats and whatnot. But they're amazing people with big hearts, and you just couldn't ask for better people. They did raise $50 on their live stream, so thank you for that. But I want to thank them more for starting this whole thing by approaching me again and asking me to do it again. But not just that, they went out and bought gifts. They bought toys and stuff, and they're sending them to me. They're in the mail. So 5 of the prizes are for the giveaway that we're pulling names for the giveaway. There's 5 prizes from Pet Monster, and there's 2 hats that I knit that I threw into the drawing too. So yeah, Chris and Fire Farah. So those are going to be drawn for on Tuesday night, but I wanted to thank Pet Monster because he is sending the certificates. I'm not even sure what the certificates are, but for the top 3 channels that raise the money, he's sending the certificates for those, and he's sending the prize toys, and he's also sending some. So he did of the stuff that's in the mail for me. I'm waiting for a tracking number for him, but he said they should be here by Friday. So anybody that we pulled their name out of the hat on Tuesday night will they will get their prizes as soon as I get them in the mail. I'll mail them back out as soon as I get your addresses. So I want to thank a big thank you to Pet Monster, Monster Chick. They're very, very awesome. And my last channel was Creative Redundancy. He had not signed up prior as we were doing the signups, but he saw us in one of the chats and asked me if he could do a live stream, the last live stream of the night. So he wrapped up the night for us. I watched the whole thing. He did an amazing job. And he raised $46. Actually, we were stuck $46 or $44 to get us to $600. And he pushed it, and somebody said, hey, I'm throwing it in. I'm pushing us over 600. And they threw in the money, and we ended up that night, Black Friday night, 1 o'clock in the morning, with $602. Then we add on the $20 I just got as we walked into the parking lot, and my phone beeped saying we got another donation. It was another $20 donation. So we are up to $622. Hi, Mega Fred Zeppelin. How are you? How is the weather out there in California? You guys got that fires down now? Your smoke in the air is cleared out, I hope. All right, so all of my live streamers, you guys, I just want to thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you did an amazing job. People stepped in that I didn't know and that didn't know me and didn't know the charity, and they just stepped in there and didn't. And I appreciate it. And like I said, the ones that I didn't know before this, Chris Cook and Connect the Dots and Creative Redundancy, I am going to keep up with you guys and follow you. And if I forget, come to my channel and remind me to come and visit you. Because when I visit channels, I leave a comment in the comment section. So if you notice I haven't been commenting, come and find out where I am and tell me to come over and see you. Yeah, Cherish, we're at $622, and that's totally amazing. And like I said, if anybody wants to make any other donations or wants to post it, we're going to take donations for the drawing up until Tuesday evening, when we'll draw for the prizes that Pet Monster's sending, and then I'll send out the prizes as soon as I get them in the mail. But totally amazing. And love Tack for the gifts she was giving out. Love Granny Monster because she was giving out the intros. And Granny, you do know that Keeping It Real, Chris and Leah, the wildflowers are out. Cheers. Good. Thank you. That's a good thing to hear. Chris and Leah from Keeping It Real made a donation of $25 on your channel, Granny, and I didn't know if you caught that you need to get them.
I'd asked you if I needed to make any more intros to drop me an email. So make sure you send me one, because you know I might forget, and that would be bad.
I totally forgot to do that. And Steve did say on the phone to me, don't forget to tell Granny that Chris and Leah need an intro. Because they dropped 25 on your channel for an intro.
All right.
And I'm not sure if you are a lot familiar with them or not. They're just a growing channel. They're small.
Uh-huh.
So
well, just send me like whatever you can think to send me, and I'll get her done.
I know you will. So I'm going to make a note. Send Granny Chris and Leah's email. And I'll send a link to their channel if you don't know who they are. I'm not sure if you do.
Is that Keeping It Real?
Yeah, Keeping It Real.
Okay, sure. No worries.
Okay.
But still send me.
I wasn't sure if you were familiar with them.
Send the memo.
I will memo you.
Have your people call my people.
Granny, you guys are amazing. Everybody that helped out with this, totally amazing. I just wanted to come on and thank everybody, and but I also want to shout out the people who dropped the donation. And I'm not going to go through how much they dropped or whatever, but just the ones that dropped some money in the hat for charity, because this was about the children. This is about making sure that children get fed, and food on the weekends, and food to get them to the next payday, and gifts for Christmas, and coats and scarves for the winter time because their parents might not be able to afford it. Shoes, we get them shoes so they have shoes to go to school in, or whatever. But it's the children that might not get a Christmas gift or a warm coat in the winter. That's what this is about. This is helping out these children. And we're up to 622. And if we get a couple more donations, that's fine. If we don't, we have doubled what we made last year. Totally amazing.
Can you imagine if we double it next year?
I don't even know what I would do. I would be beside myself. It would be a blessing, a total blessing. This is a blessing in itself. $622. That is such a blessing. We can do so much with that.
And I'd like to say too, as good as this made everyone feel, I would also like to point out that there are probably places in their own neighborhoods that could use just as much help.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, find out. My sister said she just found out that somebody local in her neighborhood, they do the backpack program. She said, I never knew they did the backpack program. She read it in the newspaper while I was up there. She said, oh, wow, somebody local's doing it. I said, well, go give to them, help them out. You
Right.
know, it's an awesome thing to do.
Yeah.
And Jason, yes, thank you for your video. I mean, everything that everybody did in here, it was amazing.
Mm. Yeah. And, you know, I like the idea that actually Rebel State Sovereign gave me the idea, and I've done it on a couple of occasions. And that is, if you do see someone that is in need and you're not real comfortable on handing them cash, hand them a gift card. Like, keep a couple in your wallet.
A bus pass.
A bus pass, right?
Mhm.
You know, it doesn't always have to be, oh, I don't have any change. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't give cash. I never give cash.
Right.
I'm not going to say never. I very seldom give cash. I've been known to, somebody asked me one time, can I have some money? I was at the gas station filling my car up. Can I have some money? I don't have any money for gas. I said, no, you can't have any money, but I'll go put gas in your car. So you show me your car. So, and I went over and I didn't have cash on me. I used my credit card, but I put gas in his car. But I don't know unless I see your car if that's what you're going to do, and I'm skeptical of people too.
Sure.
So, but I carry hats, I carry socks, and I carry water. In the summer, I carry water bottles in my car. And if somebody's begging on the street corner, I'll open my window and hand them a pair of socks or hand them a bottle of water. Now, if they don't want that, that's fine. But I'm offering them something. And I've never had anybody said no to me. I've said, everybody that said, oh, God bless you. Oh, these are looking like really nice warm socks. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for this. It's like giving them a gift. But, they say people are homeless or living on the street. The thing they need the most is socks because they're on their feet get wet. They have a lot of problems with their feet. So one of the best things you can give somebody that's on the street is socks. I don't know if you know that or if the viewers know that, but that's through the homeless people I work with, the agencies I work with. They said socks is the thing they need the most.
And there are also a lot of girl, cub, boy, Eagle Scout groups that will take your used grocery sacks and make bed mats.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep, they sure do. They are waterproof. They make them into big long strips, and then they weave them. Remember when we were a kid and we made like pot holders?
Right.
Okay, they're similar to that in many respects, but of course they're huge and long and about the size of a twin bed. And then if you have to and you need to lay them on the ground, it keeps you elevated, it's soft and cushy, and it's waterproof. And it also supplies body heat.
Very nice. Yeah, that's cool. Creative Redundancies saying offering coffee, free coupons, and such can really warm the body and mind. That's true.
And I love the idea when Cherish did the premiere video. I'm hoping that by next year, the premiere video thing will have caught on enough that people, even if they're on vacation or, if they want to do their own Black Friday shopping thing, but they still want to participate in your charity event, that'll be one way in which I think it will be more likely to even have more people out there willing to do it.
Right. Absolutely. I thought the premiere was amazing. The video and everything she did was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
I watched every single streamer. I mean, I was just loving the whole day. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shout out the people who donated here. Of course, you kicked us off with the first donation, and you did that a couple days before we even got started. So that was some good luck you just threw in there. You put that positive.
Don't think it was because I was being nice. It was because I know I'm forgetful.
Oh, hey, okay. But some people had some incentives in there that just made you want to donate. You know what I'm saying? Because I put a lot in missions of the church myself, but I had to put in a donation because I wanted a spoon.
There you go.
I watch her do those things. You know, I've watched the channel and I'm seeing her making those spoons, and I'm saying, how can I get one of those spoons? I got to get her to get me one of those spoons. And then when Tack came on and said she's giving them away, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take one.
There you go.
I've been eyeing those things.
It was kind of hard to decide because I'm like, okay, so your daughter's giving away the mug, that, then she's got T-shirts and she's got. I was like, oh,
I want it all.
maybe next year we could do it. Why shop on Black Friday when you can do this? You know?
Exactly. Because we got stuff here. Get it from us. Suitable for Christmas gifts. And then what about the striker and the fatwood and everything else they were giving away, huh?
It got so much that my head was starting to spin. It's like, this is crazier than an auction.
I know it was. It really was. I was having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. And Kyle Lusk, he donated like 3 times.
Oh, there's that guy you got a crush on. He just came into your chat.
He did?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not watching on the thing here. Here, hold on. Got to get this over here.
You're sweet on him. I know you are.
Where'd he go? Is he in here?
Yeah, he just said, say what in your chat.
Yeah. Show yourself.
He's in your chat.
Oh, he's in the chat. Oh, I thought he was in the stream. I thought you were saying he was in the stream.
No. Your chat.
I was out there. I thought that he jumped in. What was he saying what about?
Don't know. I just seen him come on there and I know you're sweet on him.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to sweep him off his feet for 2 weeks and take him out to the Western Caribbean.
There you go.
Day after Christmas, we're leaving. I'm going on. Who is he? I don't know who he is. It was funny. With Pet Monster couldn't figure out who Steve R was. I said, he's my hubby.
That was.
Oh, it's great. That was funny. Our McDonald's here in Winnipeg, Canada. We're selling coupons for small coffee and muffin, and $1 per coupon. Great for handing out to homeless. True. That's a good idea. That's an awesome idea. So the second donator I had, and it was not on Black Friday, but he donated the day before Black Friday when I was doing a pre-Black Friday booster, you know, a little announcement out there. He came on and donated. That was Wormgetter. And that's Duke, and he's building a cabin down in Louisiana, I believe. I don't want to say the wrong state, but I think it's down in Louisiana. And he has amazing, he's videotaping himself building this cabin from trees and forest. Amazing job he's doing. So I wanted to shout him out and his channel out. I'm not linking all these channels because it would take me probably forever. But I think, you go to these channels, you can probably find them. Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking dropped a donation. I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Cherish. Cherish got little Christmas trees up there in the chat. I'm liking that.
Yeah.
Granny Monster again, you dropped another donation. Mary Christopherson, I've gotten to know her pretty well through the chat, or not through chats, but through her videos. She does some really nice videos. She made a nice donation. Gail Crabtree donated actually on somebody else's channel. She didn't donate on my channel.
She donated on Cherish's.
Oh, that's right. She did. She donated on Cherish's channel. That's right. Yep. I really kept track, but my notes look like this. It is a mess because I've got the channels over here and the donations as they were coming in, so I could keep track of how much they were getting. Everybody got through the channel because Pet Monster put that stupid challenge out there, and it became a competition, which was really, really fun. And then I had to keep track of who was in the drawing and how many chances they had in the drawing. So I was going off both pages. I had a donation from Robin Jones. And also this is going to help me because then I can look back and see whose channel they were on if they're people I don't know, and they can help me to find them if they win. Plain old Chuck Miller donated. Rhonda Strong donated. Kyle Lusk, like I said, donated a few times. Brenda Woodward donated, and she's actually from my church. She was the chairman of the missions committee last year, and she popped in on a couple of chats last year, but she popped on one this year. And who did she donate through? I actually was on your channel, Granny, when Brenda Woodward came in your channel and donated.
I was certainly glad to, because unfortunately, because of having to travel back and forth and do some health related things and such, this year DIY Dark Matter wasn't able to stream on his own. So it really meant a lot that he came up on mine to help out.
Yeah, that was nice. It was good to see him. Yeah, it's always good to see Dark. He does a nice job on his chat or his live streams and stuff. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Keeping It Real is in the drawing because they made a donation on your channel. Pack and Brenda made a donation. And I'm not sure Brenda donated on her own channel. Because I think she was trying to get that striker that Bearded CB82 was giving away. And then I forgot why Tack did it. And then Sue Nelson and Iron Firehorse donated. And you saw that she won the striker, right?
I did. I was so glad.
I was too. It was amazing. I was so happy for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so awesome.
Actually, yeah. In so many ways.
Yeah. Yeah. She's in a lot of chats, and getting to know her just through the chats. And, she's an amazing lady.
I talk to her daily.
Do you really?
Yeah.
She's in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Is she? I thought so. Okay. Good deal. Ken donated. And Drive Chef Drew, and Drive Chef Drew is in the chat, or he was. I think he's still here. He donated. Thank you so much, Drew. He's an amazing guy, too. If you don't know Drew, you got to go watch some of his amazing, too.
Yeah, watch him before he fades away with the weight he's losing.
I know. And you know what? He uses the MyFitnessPal, and I saw that on his channel of him doing that, and I downloaded it on my phone, and that's what I'm using now is MyFitnessPal because he turned me on to it.
Oh, cool.
And I've lost a little weight in it. So I think I've been on like almost 10 pounds.
Wow. Well, yeah, you've been keeping us up to date on that part of your journey too.
Trying to. I'm going down though with sometimes I don't eat really well. But and I didn't do an update this week because I was in New York and I don't have, my scale and Patty's scale probably not the same. But I'm at 9.6 pound loss, so I just did my update for the week.
And you just went through the holidays. Oh, I'm not jealous.
I tried to be good. We tortured ourselves out. Oh, I gotta get you back up there. There you go. Hi, emergency vehicles, trains, aircraft, etc. How is everyone? How are you? We're all doing great. We are just doing a wrap up from the Black Friday live stream to support missions for families in need The link I just threw up in the chat. We are still taking donations if you are interested in all at helping needy children this Christmas and throughout the year, because these funds will help throughout the year. We raised $622 on Black Friday, and anybody who donated $5 or more will be put into a drawing for some items donated by Pet Monster and Monster Chick, and they are toy items and a couple of hats, that hand knitted hats that I've knit myself. And the drawing will be Tuesday night live on our channel, probably around 6:30 or 7 o'clock. And I got a little feedback somewhere. So if anybody in the chat wants to make any donations, it's still open till Tuesday afternoon for the drawing, if you want to be involved in the drawing. I'm not sure how long I'll keep it up after that, but probably take it down until next year. And to go on, there's a gentleman out there, or my sister donated, both of my sisters donated, or two of my sisters donated, I should say. And Pat donated because she wanted to. Teresa donated because she wanted to support my daughter on her, and she donated to help my daughter out with her stream. There's a gentleman called Texan by birth, Rebel by choice, and he made a very nice donation, and I want to give him a big thank you out there. Trucking with Channel, he also made a nice donation, and I want to thank him. Couples Cat Emergency Preparedness Lifestyle. He is the gentleman that pushed us over $600. He saw that we were lacking, and we needed like $44 to push us over the 600, and he dropped $46 in there to bring us up to $602 at 1 o'clock in the morning. The day after Black Friday, 1 o'clock a.m. He pushed us over the 600. So I want to say thank you. And the person that donated the $20 tonight, the name is Aubrey Chase, and I don't know who that is. And if anybody knows that, or anybody who watches this knows who Aubrey is, let me know, because I'm going to enter it in the drawing. And I'm sorry I got feedback. It says, call me later if you want. When you get done mission, you thanks everyone for your participation. Thank you, Steve. Steve wants to thank everybody for helping, participating, putting up videos, putting up premieres, shouting out the live stream before it happened, making donations, doing your live streams, you know, giving away gifts. Everything that you guys did was totally over the top this year. And I want to thank you, and Steve wants to thank you, and for all of your awesomeness. And like I said, we will be drawing on Tuesday night. We'll do a live stream to draw for the 7 prizes that we have. The channels that raised the most was, of course, AOK Fortune Adventures. And then Brandy, you had 75, right? 25, 50, 75. So you would be the second channel. And then my daughter had 55. Gail, Cherish had 11. Gail had 25. Pat had 50. And then Creative Redundancy had 46. So Brandy, you'd be the second highest, and my daughter would actually be the third highest.
Wow. You know, I thought about something as I've been listening to you. You know, you said probably after some time you'll go ahead and take the GoFundMe down, right?
Right.
I don't know. I'm like Pet Monster. We get something in our heads and we're like, you know what? You know what we could do? Yeah, it's just we're weird. Go figure. You know what we might could do is we could have also Christmas in July
Mm-hmm.
and do this again.
It's fun. I'm telling you, I would like to do it.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, if that was something anybody would be interested in doing, because I know that there's, it seems like we're always pushing the holidays a little bit further. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Cherish. Have a good night.
Bye, Cherish. And I just think it'd be a riot to have Christmas in July.
Right. And I did live stream, I don't remember when, but somebody put a donation on, the monetized chat thing for me and said, I was going on a cruise or something, and said, here, you spend this on the cruise. And I said, I don't need money to spend on the cruise. I'm going to take any donation you put in my chat and I'm going to give it to the church, for my children's funds.
Right.
And the person added more money to it. And I was like, I think a lot of people like doing that, to helping out a charity and stuff. So to give them another opportunity, I think even if they don't want to, I'm not one to be a beggar. I'm not going to beg.
Right.
But if people enjoy and think they're helping, and I want to find out too, before I do the drawing on Tuesday, I want to email and find out exactly what the money was spent for last year. So, and then keep track of it this year, because there's a new missions chairman. I know Brenda was chairman of missions last year, and I don't want to tell all her business, but she went through a lot of bad stuff this year, and just totally could not focus on missions at all. So I know the money went to good, because our church would not do anything inappropriate with it.
Right.
But I just didn't keep up with her as far as every little thing it went for. I know some of it went to the backpacks, because I personally made sure that it did. But I don't want to micromanage the money. That's not what I'm here to do.
Right.
I trust the church, and I know what they do, and so I just put it in God's hands.
Now, I've noticed that when I've live streamed, if I wanted, and I have on a few occasions, went ahead and just set any super chats to go directly to whatever charity that I've chosen. I don't know what all one needs to do to have that sort of link available, or what channels one needs to go through to get that sort of affiliation. But I've got to think it would behoove you guys to see if you can't work into it, because there are a lot of religious affiliations that super chat for charity, for help,
Right.
has and it is in association with. So it's not streamlined toward just one secular group. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm always thinking, outside the box whenever possible. So it might be something sometime one of your people might want to look into, to see how you could get that listing. Because how much easy would it be for those of us that are monetized, that do have super chats available, to say, oh, well, if you super chat it, it's still going there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like if I have to wait till I get $100 pay, when does that happen? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If I have to wait for that.
When they put through super chat, YouTube takes a good portion of that.
Yeah, but however, if you super chat for charity,
Mm-hmm.
unlike YouTube takes 37% of it away from us YouTubers, it actually only takes 8% and gives the rest of it to charity. I know, because I looked into that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Because I know that when the lady that super chatted me, and I don't go on super chat just to make money, but they did take a lot out of that.
37% they take.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, I'd rather go through GoFundMe. I don't know how much GoFundMe takes out. I know we'd used a different program last year, but they kind of partnered with GoFundMe now. So it's probably going to be about the same amount. But what I did last year is the amount that they took out for their fees, I added that in so that the money was the same.
Right.
So what I presented to the church was the number that was in the GoFundMe last year.
Right.
So because I made up the difference of the fees.
I was just thinking though that how whatever channels one needs to go through in order to get their charity listed through those super chats. Like if I didn't know you at all, okay, and quite frankly I've done this, and maybe the premiere video is geared toward a certain subject matter, or you know, like when I was doing the Halloween live stream with Pet and Dark and Monster Chick and Convella, right? I actually researched and found a charity so that the super chats went toward a young lady who started, and she was just a child. She still is just a child, and it was to help organize and provide new and gently used costumes for Halloween that kids could otherwise not afford.
Right.
And I mean, I just had to randomly look through that. So I'm wondering if in such things that you do like this, if you couldn't get a listing, just like I happened on it, you know what I mean? So
Right.
you like $2 or $3 during the year. So how is that hurting?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it all adds up. I mean, because I know with the super chat, you can give a smaller amount. Like you said, you couldn't give under $5.
Did not
go
under $5.
right? But with the super chat, you can give $1.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, if we want to do it, I mean, I'm not opposed. You know, I'm not opposed to doing it again in July. Our church doesn't have a missions budget. Everything that goes is we have to find ways to make the money to do a project. You know, we have to do a bake sale or, you know, put on a dinner or whatever it might be, a creative way to make money to be able to fund the projects that we're doing or what's coming out of our pockets.
Right.
Even with, you know, like Vacation Bible School and projects like that, a lot of that money comes out of our pockets. So, I mean, we do what we can do. We're, you know, it's like a lot of churches are struggling.
Bye,
the,
Drew.
the day and time. Is Drew leaving us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bye, Drew.
And creative has to go too.
Okay. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for helping out with the Black Friday live stream. Again, you did an amazing job, and I appreciate your support. And we'll see you, because I'm going to keep up with you. So we'll see you around.
I met a bunch of new beautiful people through this, and that's another thing. Whenever I start a live stream, I get caught up on the word event. You know what I mean? And sometimes I fully own the fact that I'll go to someone's live stream and I'm like, does this not say event? Is this by its definition an event? You know what I mean? But certainly this process was by its definition an event. I mean, it really was.
It was, I don't know. Last year I was totally overwhelmed because I didn't know what to expect, and it was just an overpouring of love. This year I knew a little bit more of what to expect, but it was still the same. You know, I don't know. A lot of people that come in these chats don't even know me, you know? I've never heard their names before, but
Right.
Now, you know, like I told Steve, the more I go into chats and the more I talk to people or listen to people, it's like they become friends and family to me. And I don't know, I'm so glad I did YouTube because I've met some totally amazing people.
I have a roof because of YouTube. I'm just putting that out there. You know?
Yeah.
I'll be very, very, hey, no shame in my game. It can happen to anyone. And from everything that was paid forward to me, doing this for you is just sort of like, I think, keeping that going, you know?
Right,
so, like when I talked to my mom the next day, she said, so how long were you participating in all this? And I said, about 15 hours in total.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from the beginning to when I finally I gotta go. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was so
Well,
cool.
I was live with AOK Forging with Tack and the madness going on in there and trying to play cards at the same time. And my mom was just cracking up. My mom was having a ball, and she's 85 years old, and you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I hate to like go to visit and then spend all day on the computer and chats and playing because it takes away my focus from them. They're all like for it. They're sitting there watching the computer too. We have like two computers on the table and we're playing cards and eating, you know? So
Come on, deal me in.
exactly. We were having fun, you know? Like, yeah, he's cheating.
Yeah.
So,
I'll just have one of your compadres there take the laptop around so I can see everyone's hand.
there you go. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it really was.
So, yeah. So, I mean, that's why I'm saying, you know, my mom watches it too. My mom, she was having fun with it too. And
Oh,
who can not love these people? You know, who can and cherish the music Cherish put out and just everybody who can not love them, you know?
and
So,
I gotta say, you know, another big old shout out to Cherish. Who knew she could sing?
absolutely. Absolutely.
I gotta say, there were some times during that premiere I was sitting here going, she
I was
can
like, I need a jacket. Somebody bring me a jacket. She's making me cold.
sing. In El Paso, it could only happen.
Yeah. Love the love the smell. So yeah, she did an amazing job with that video.
Yeah.
And she said she made a playlist, and I think I'm going to do that too. It's just I did go back and watch a video last night or one of the streams last night over again, and I want to go back and watch everybody's over again. So because you know you get so overwhelmed with it, and I get sidetracked with the you know people playing cards and everything. So I want to see if I missed anything. You know, I just want to go back and watch it all over.
One thing that I would suggest, and even if you need help with it, if you wanted to set down somewhat of an itinerary, like make sure your video has these links, make sure, and if you don't know how to put something into a description, here's how to do it. You know what I mean? And if there was like a certain formidable format.
Right. You know, I think the mistake I made was I copied when you put all the stuff into one of your description boxes, I
Yep.
copied it and pasted it onto mine, and the links were cut off because that's
Yep.
what YouTube does. So
You,
I had like half links and they weren't right. And it was actually Wormgetter that commented and he said, check your links, they don't work. And I
yeah.
had to go back and go to the channels and actually do it. So if I could send out an email or something and say, these are the correct links, use these, don't go off somebody else's video because,
Right.
you know, they're not all the way out there, even though you click on them and they work, it's not a complete link.
Yeah.
So I think that would be helpful because I messed it up and I think I did the same thing last year.
Yeah.
So,
Like I said,
so
if you need any kind of help in that regard, you need only ask.
yeah, we would need to, you know, I definitely would love these people that had helped out this time to be helping out again. If we can get more to do it, that would be great. Like I said, there's people that took more than one slot. That would give us more slots if you know if they only did one slot. But like I said, ALK Forging, they knocked it out of the park and they had 3 hours, you know. They
Right.
they
And,
were
and,
close to $300.
and two, the more of a toolkit you hand to somebody and say, they're like, I don't know how to do this. The more of a toolkit you hand to somebody, the more likely they are to do it. You know what I mean? I've noticed that about YouTubers.
Right. And maybe take a look at their audience and see if that audience is, you know, mission minded or, you know, make sure it's I think we got a great group this year. We really had a great group of YouTubers.
I,
So, you know, how do we improve on great, you know,
mhm.
It's just, they were awesome.
Yeah.
So,
But I actually have to go because I have to get dinner because it's 6 here.
I wanted to keep this short. I just wanted to come on and do a formal thank you to everybody. And just let you know, I'll be live Tuesday night with Steve once I get home and get done with work on Tuesday, and we are going to do drawing. And I just wanted to give a big thank you to everybody for helping out. So that's what this was about, and I'm gonna let it go too. So I'm gonna just say goodbye to everybody. So thank you.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
sweetheart.
All right, bye. Thanks again.
You bet. Create, not hate.
Yeah, absolutely. Catch you later. Bye.